This is Week 17, NFL Picks with Uzi. One more week, and the 2023 NFL season will officially be coming to an end. First game on Thursday, we have the Browns and Jets going at it. Who the hell is that man in the thumbnail? Amari Cooper. This man had a field day last week against the Texans. 11 catches for 265 yards. Damn! It was like watching a grown man against high schoolers. Nobody could guard him. I have a feeling the Browns can somehow make the playoffs, and when they do, it's going to be real scary. It's going to be hard to stop him. I mean, they got Joe Flacco playing like it's 2013, Amari Cooper dominating, the defense looks elite. The Cleveland Browns are coming, and we all better watch out. Now, the Jets looked decent last week with Trevor Siemian. I know he got cut from the Bears last season, signed with the Jets as a backup, and he didn't look too bad against the Commanders. 217 yards and a touchdown, 1 interception. Now, Breece Hall was really the main reason they won that game. He damn near had 200 yards from scrimmage. See, when you have a guy like Breece Hall putting up numbers like this, you can't get mad at Saleh for limiting Dalvin Cook. This is going to be a solid game, but I'm taking the Browns beating the Jets by 3 points. Next game, we have the Lions and Cowboys going at it. Detroit, you bastards! We will get our revenge in 2 weeks, I guarantee it. You didn't beat the Vikings. The Vikings beat themselves, like they always do. 2 weeks and we will retaliate. And for now, I'm going to let the Cowboys break down your team's confidence. And in Week 18, we're going to finish what we started. And I promise you, we will not be making the same mistakes. Give me the Cowboys over Detroit by 10 points. Next game, we have the Titans and Texans going at it. Houston, you let Amari get 265 yards on your secondary? Your defense allowed 400 yards. Are you kidding me right now? You don't have a defense. You lost your quarterback due to a concussion. Other than Singletary, nobody on the offense is serious. This is ridiculous. Now, the Titans' offense improved last week. Henry had close to 100 yards from scrimmage, a touchdown run, and a touchdown pass. Okay, I see you, Henry. Now, that O-line still looks pathetic. They let Tannehill get sacked 6 times. Everybody on the Titans' O-line needs to be cut from the team. Allowing 6 sacks is just disgraceful, but I'm still taking the Titans to come out with the victory, scoring 3 points over the Texans. Next game, we have the Falcons and Bears going at it. Taylor Heineke is back in business. Him and Bijan had a great game against the Colts, had over 400 total yards, by far the best performance from the Falcons I've seen all season. The Bears dominated the Cardinals, and they also dropped 400 total yards on offense. This should be an offensive showdown, putting all the pressure on the defenses. I'm going to go take the Falcons, holding it down on defense and stopping that dynamic Chicago offense. Next game, we have the Dolphins and Ravens going at it. Both offenses will be putting up at least 500 yards this game. No question. You want to talk about two of the most explosive offenses clashing in Baltimore. The Dolphins barely beat the Cowboys, and the Ravens absolutely embarrassed the Niners on national television. Ravens defense had 4 sacks and picked the ball off 5 times. Oh my goodness. This defense may be just as good as the offense. Now, the Dolphins defense did sack Prescott 4 times and forced 1 fumble. I'm taking the Ravens. Their defense is much sharper and much more efficient than the Dolphins. You look away 1 time, and the Ravens defense either forced a fumble, picked the ball off, or they just straight up murdered the opponent's QB. Give me the Ravens, winning by 3. Next game, we have the Saints and Bucks facing off. Another shootout game between 2 QBs that balled out last week. Mayfield had almost 300 yards and 2 TDs. Derek Carr had over 300 yards, 3 TDs, and 1 crucial pick. The Saints offense did all they could to win that game, but when your defense is giving up damn near 500 yards, you ain't winning nothing. Give me the Bucks, winning by 10. Next game, we have the Patriots and Bills facing off. The Patriots and Zappe surprised the hell out of everyone last week by beating the Broncos. My question is, why the hell wasn't Zappe starting from week 1? He was always the better quarterback than Mac Jones. So why didn't he get the starting position from week 1? They could have at least started him in week 5, knowing damn well Macaroni Jones wasn't the best option. Bill Belichick was too careless this season. He didn't care about anything football related. His mind was on vacation from week 1 against the Eagles. I think it's time for Belichick to retire. You had a great run, coach. 31 playoff wins, 17 divisional championship wins, 3-time coach of the year, and an 8-time Super Bowl champion. He has by far the best track record as a coach in NFL history. See you in Ken. Now, I know this may shock a lot of people, but this may be the best game of the week. I have the Patriots and Zappe surprising the hell out of Josh Allen and winning by 3. How do you like that, Buffalo? Next game, we have the Eagles and Cardinals going at it. Philadelphia, I want you to send out your practice squad against the Cardinals, just to remind them that they're not a professional football team we all should take seriously. Other than Kyler Murray, I don't see any passion from this team, any willpower, any pride from this team. I need you to fire everybody during the offseason. release everybody on the roster and start rebuilding. Give me the Eagles dismantling this team 77-3. Next game, we have the Panthers and Jags facing off. Bryce Young has officially shown who he really is, a fantastic quarterback. He definitely showed out last week against the Packers, threw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. I expect him to have another great game against the Jags. I don't know why the Jags are playing horribly all of a sudden. They were one of the best teams in the NFL for the first 2 months, and now they're struggling to clinch the AFC South. 4-game losing streak, and after this Sunday, it's going to be a 5-game losing streak. Give me the Panthers winning by 3. Next game, we have the Raiders and Colts facing off. Raiders defeated the Chiefs in a crazy upset. Zamir ran for 145 yards. What a perfect replacement for the injured Josh Jacobs. Now, Aiden O'Connell had a terrible game. 9 of 21 for 62 yards. What a poopy performance. But thanks to the run game and the defense, they came out with the victory. The Colts got abused last week and got an ass whooping no one saw coming. Colts defense looked horrendous, giving up 400 yards. Vegas should have a great day when it comes to the ground game. I expect them to have over 250 yards on this Colts defense. Give me the Raiders winning by 3 points. Next game, we have the Rams and Giants going at it. Tommy DeVito was benched last week for Tyrod Taylor, and he looked way better than DeVito. I can only imagine what would have been the end result if they started him over Tommy. New York's defense better brace themselves for Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, and Stafford. You can't just allow 170 yards on the ground, 300 yards in the sky, and expect to win a football game. Give me LA winning by 10 points. Next game, we have the Commanders and 49ers going at it. You guys hear that? If you listen real closely, you can hear all the Commanders fans crying and moaning. Why are we so terrible this year? Why can't we win a game? And I'm sitting up here asking myself, why haven't they fired Ron Rivera yet? Fire this man, and you might somehow, someway win a football game. But until then, you ain't winning nothing. Give me the Niners over Washington by 10 points. Next up, we have the Seahawks and Steelers banging. Steelers blew out the Bengals last week 34-11. Jake Browning, you can't throw 3 picks and expect to win a game. Now, the Steelers' defense was on a roll, 3 sacks, 3 interceptions. But how about that magnificent performance from the offense? George Pickens had almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The run game was solid with over 100 yards on the ground. Just an overall great game for Pittsburgh. If they bring half the energy they had against the Bengals this week against Seattle, it won't even be close. Now, the Seahawks barely beat the Titans last week in a game they should have lost. Only reason they won that game is because they played their cards right. There was a play at the very end of the game where you had Tannehill throwing the ball to a receiver, and Tariq Woolen had a smart 160 IQ play where he tackled the receiver inbounds to keep the clock going. Mike Vrabel lost it. He just ran onto the field before they even called a game. It was hilarious. I'm taking the Steelers to win this game unless Pete Carroll has something under his sleeves no one knows about. Next game, we have the Chiefs and Bengals going at it. I don't want to make any assumptions, but ever since Taylor Swift began dating Travis, this team hasn't been the same. I don't know if they're not used to all of the attention coming from the damn Swifties. I don't know if she's a distraction to Travis in this Chiefs locker room, but ever since I seen the headline that Travis and Taylor are banging, this team became undisciplined. Mahomes is out here crying like some 4-year-old toddler when the refs don't give him a free play. Looks like the officials just don't want to take his money under the table anymore. I'm starting to think the Chiefs dynasty is officially over. Give me the Bengals winning by 10. Next up, we have the Broncos and Chargers going at it. Broncos got beat by the Patriots, but it was a different Patriots team, led by a different quarterback, so you can't blame him. Chargers had a great game against the Bills last week, but I'm expecting the Broncos to have a bounce-back game and come out with the victory. If the Broncos lose, they can kiss their playoff chances goodbye, and I don't see Russell Wilson allowing that to happen. Give me Denver winning by 3. Final game of the week, we have the Packers and Vikings going at it. Heartbreaking loss last week against the Lions, and usually we'd blame KLC, but he wasn't even the problem this game. I believe it was all on the defense. How dare you allow 150 yards on the ground and damn near 400 yards in the air? Are you kidding me right now? Nick Mullins also cost us the game by throwing a crucial pick near the end zone. Nick Mullins is the only man in the NFL that can throw for over 400 yards and nobody notices. Packers barely beat the 2-12 Panthers, and you think we're worried about them? This may be a tough rivalry matchup, seeing that it is the last time we face the Cheeseheads this season, but I know for a fact that we will Swiss cheese Green Bay, and after we beat them, we will get our revenge against the Lions. Give me the Vikings winning by 3. And there you have it. Week 17 NFL Picks with Uzi.
2nd and 5. Deep shot. Slayton's behind Blankenship. There he is. Slayton is in. After the leaps And on as the shotgun snap comes to Murray. He'll throw it over the middle. Catch is made on a cross by Dortch. First down. Oh, nice hesitation. Dortch is zigzag down the sideline. Back these early downs. Second down, left out for Cook in. Lamb in stride. Room to run. He's down inside the 20. Makes the move. CD Lamb is...
Third down and 27. Mullins fires. Wow. Hawkinson has gone into the medical tent. Still no Addison. As Mullins goes deep, KJ Osborne to Pierce. Still going. Pierce. Texans need it. Does Pierce have enough gas? He does! Bootleg, Flacco sets, throws, looking for separation. It's caught. Amari Cooper down the sideline.
Big reason why this running game is stalled.
Here is Hall, shot out of a cannon, and
They could go to the playoffs.
take the handoff. Flacco, deep shot on first down, looking for the big play, and it's caught by Cooper. Now Mullins moving to his right on first down. Now he throws to the end zone. Jefferson, what a catch!